The recent India and Pakistan conflict that many thought would turn into a full-blown war has now reached a halt. While Pakistan and US call it a ceasefire, India sees it as a cessation of hostilities. On May 7th, India struck deep into Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and destroyed 9 terror camps, which were being used to train terrorists and provide them with weapons to carry out attacks on India. India used high-precision missiles to hit the terror camps and avoid any military sites and civilians. In retaliation, Pakistan launched missiles at 26 places in India on the night of May 9th and 10th, but these attempts were thwarted by Indian air defense systems. It was a significant scaling up by Pakistan of its aerial attacks with drones, which averaged about 10 locations earlier. In retaliation, the Indian Armed Forces attacked Pakistani military bases at 8 locations. Air-launched precision weapons from fighter aircraft targeted Rafooki, Murd, Chakala, Rahim Yar Khan, Sukur and Chunian, and precise munition also hit radar sites at Pasroor and the Sialkot aviation base. Sources claims that the runway of the Pakistani Air Force base in Rahim Yar Khan was damaged and there was serious damage to Noor Khan Air Base in Chakala, Rawalpindi. It was the retaliatory strikes by India on May 10th that forced Pakistan to reach out to US to initiate ceasefire talks with India. Following the Indian strikes, Pakistan was left with nothing but rubble. Beaten down Pakistani military reached out to Indian DGMO Lieutenant General Rajiv Khai around 1 p.m. on May 10th. Sources claim that during this call, Pakistan accepted defeat and begged Indian forces to stop the strikes. The call between India and Pakistan was set up at 3:30 p.m. on May 10th, after which the ceasefire was announced. Basically, it was India's hard hitting that made Pakistan bow down and raise that white cloth. India carried out precision strikes on terror camps in Pakistan and POK on May 7th in retaliation to the Pahalgam attack. On April 22nd, 4 to 5 Pakistan-backed terrorists opened fire on tourists in Baisaran Valley and killed 26 people. Out of the deceased, 25 were tourists and 1 was a local. India's strikes on terror hubs and Pakistan's begging for ceasefire helped India achieve its target. However, during the recent address, PM Modi asserted that every act of terrorism will be considered an act of war. He further added that if Pakistan wants to negotiate, they first have to deal with the terrorists present on their soil. The first government confirmation about the ceasefire came from Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri, who informed that India and Pakistan, in a call between DGMOs of the countries at around 3:30 p.m., agreed that they would stop all the firing and military action on land and in the air and sea with effect from 5 p.m. on Sunday. Misri's post was followed by a unique reply which no one had expected. It was a post from US President Donald Trump. The India-Pakistan ceasefire announced on Sunday gave Donald Trump an opportunity to live up to his peacemaker fame. In a post, Trump claimed that India-Pakistan ceasefire was mediated by US in a long night of talks. Interestingly, the post from the Trump came after Vance had said that the conflict between India and Pakistan was none of their business. Notably, Trump said this when his claim of ending Russia-Ukraine war after taking the Oval Office still remains unfulfilled.